suffering will be legendary even in hell. I am pain.
Hello everyone, my name is Easy and welcome to another episode of Easy Does It. Now, on here we review and react to YouTube channels and sometimes do daily vlogs. This week we are taking a look at another paranormal YouTube channel. I'm very big into paranormal stuff, especially since I've been a paranormal investigator for 20 plus years. I know the game, I know how it's done, and I have plenty of experience to tell you what they're doing right or what they're doing wrong. Now lately I've been trying to find a decent paranormal investigating group on YouTube, and it's very, very hard because 90% of them are amateurs and they have no clue what they're doing. And they do a lot of stuff that's very questionable. A lot of them have been busted doing fake content. In fact, here recently I was watching Franco TV and he had one of his videos. Oh man, it's sad. You could literally tell it's 100% legit fake. Like he had someone help him spoof the video. He's usually doing some crap down like Mexico or whatever across the border. And he showed this one clip where he's checking out this supposed woman in like this black hijab outfit. You can't see her face or you know, she's completely covered in this black outfit, and he's saying, oh, she must be a witch. And then you literally see someone pulling her up and over these crypts. He doesn't walk on the other side of the crypts to show you there's no one there trying to pull her up and blah blah blah, but you see someone pulling her up and over these crypts on top of them. There's a little, you know, it had a decent amount of length on the top of the crypts that someone could stand up there. They stood about, you know, about 10 foot tall or whatever, crypts or whatever. But anyways, so disappointed. Because I liked Franco. I thought he was a decent dude, but then I saw that shit and you just tell it's 100% fake, and it just pissed me off. I do like the last one I did, Midwest Ghost Hunter. He seems okay, but again, a little iffy because he runs almost in every one of his videos. He runs away when he hears something supposedly scary, and then he always redeems himself by going back right after he runs away. But I don't know, he's kind of, you know, I like him, but I don't know, he shouldn't be doing it alone. He's right, but we'll see. There's only one other paranormal investigative team that I usually watch, and that's Twin Paranormal. But the problem with Twin Paranormal is they literally, I'm not even joking, every place they go to, they constantly are catching crap. Like they're a crap, like non-stop paranormal activity. And I'm telling you now, that normally does not happen. But yet, on every one of their videos, they're constantly, you know, generating paranormal activity. And it's not like they've clipped it all together. Like, they've been there for hours, and, you know, they're highlighting all the stuff that they caught for the night. No, it's like the entire investigation. And that just makes me question and start wondering if they're actually legit. Two, Ryan has to scream and shout every time that damn fucking apps, you know, Spirit Box app goes off. Spirit Talker or whatever they're using. All the time. He screams. It's like, dude, you've been doing this long enough. You ain't got to scream every fucking time. It's annoying. The other two, White and River, usually don't bother me. But Ryan gets on my fucking nerves. Three, I've tried to get them to go where this episode's going to go, and that's to the most haunted hotel in America. That's the Crescent Hotel. But they won't go there. I've called them out on it many times. They will not go there. Instead, they always revisit places they've been to several times. I don't know why they keep doing that. It's like, dudes, go somewhere else for a change. But no, they have to revisit the same place. Okay. So you know, I don't watch Mindseed. I don't watch Paranormies. Paranormies are just boring. I couldn't watch them. Mindseed has been known to fake their content. There's a lot of other ones that I just don't care for, like Amy's Crypt. I don't like them. I don't like, you know, there's a few other that's, you know, nothing but females and stuff. Nothing against females investigating, but they usually can't investigate worth a shit, so I don't watch them. And then I tried that Paranormal Files, that Colin or whatever, but he just goes in there with his, like, his parents and some other dude. I don't know if it's his brother, uncle, or cousin or whatever. I don't know. I've seen a few episodes of his channel. But he's very disrespectful to the spirits. He won't actually, they don't really engage and talk to the spirits very much. He'll say something to them every once in a while, but for the most part, they just bullshit while they're investigating. And it's really ridiculous. It's boring. And it's kind of dumb. So I don't care for the way they investigate. Now with this one, this channel is called Paranormal Quest. I stumbled across them and I thought, oh, I'll check them out just to see. They're not the best investigators, but they're not like terrible either. They're fairly decent. I don't really have a problem with them too much because they're actually trying to investigate. At least it comes off that way. So I like that they're keeping it real. They have a crap ton of episodes. So I haven't even gone through them all. I've gone through like maybe 8, 9 episodes. And I could tell you what because there are some things I don't like, and there are some things I do like. Like I said, they seem legit and they're really trying, so I like that. Um, they've been on since 2012, so they've been on for quite a number of years, which is good. Um, they have about 176,000 subscribers, which honestly, I'm really surprised that's all they got as long as they've been on. They seem to be fairly decent investigators, so I don't get that. But whatever, each to their own. Uh, Now, they have a few things that I do like and some things I don't like. They do pretty much what the standard, what everybody else does. They go and do some interviews with the owners or whatever and get a little bit of background history about the place they're investigating. A lot of these, I don't understand why most of these paranormal investigating tubers, they would go to places that's been investigated by tons of people 100 times. I don't understand why they don't branch out and go to some places that are normally not investigated. I wish more people would do that on YouTube. Um, but anyway, with these guys, after they do their initial his historical background stuff, there's two of them. There's Ryan and then there's Dave. Now Ryan, I don't mind him at all. I think he's a decent investigator. He's a little goofy, but I like him. Dave, I'm not too keen on, but I'm not, I don't hate him or anything like that. He just comes off really. There's just something about him I'm not real big on, but he tries. He tries, and that's what counts. So I'm okay with him. I'm just not big. If I had my choice, I wouldn't investigate with him. Something's not right about him. Anyways, they have one thing that I do like. They call it the abandoned session, where they will leave the building for like an hour or so, go out and eat or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll come back. The whole time they've got cameras set up all over the place. And, they're recording while they're gone. A lot of people don't do that. So I actually kind of like that. They kind of see what goes on when nobody's there in the building. They do one thing that just annoys the piss out of me. It's so dumb. And I know that everyone's got their little signature crap that they do on their YouTube videos. But Dave has to scream out, "We're leaving," every time they go out to eat or whatever for an hour. And it's dumb the way he does it. It's annoying. I wish he wouldn't do that. The second thing that irritates me is I've watched him do what's called the Estes method several times. And they both have done it. They both put the earphones on and listen to the spirit box while the other one's asking questions, like in the other room or something. A lot of times they don't even go very far, which is, Dave won't leave Ryan that far. Ryan leaves. He goes like a couple rooms over. Dave won't. He'll stay pretty close. So I kind of question where sometimes they can hear each other. Now Ryan will try to guess what's actually coming out of the spirit box. He doesn't always get it right, which is understandable. Dave flat out won't even call out what he's hearing. the majority of the time that he's listening to the box, which is super annoying. He don't even do it right. They also use an app called GhostTube. And they've used the obvious. I'm not keen on the obvious or apps like GhostTube that do the same thing, where they have a word bank or a dictionary full of words, and supposedly the spirit can call upon those words and speak to you by using them already predetermined words. I don't like those apps because it just 98% of the time it just randomly throws out words. Which is unintelligible and don't make no sense to any of the questions you're asking. Now, the other thing that really irritates me is I don't understand why they don't use something like Spirit Talker or something like that. It's more, I don't know. It seems better. It's not, a word dictionary. And I've seen crap come out of that Spirit Talker or the Necrophoniac app where you know for sure those words ain't in there. That it can't say them kind of words. Or I understand why they don't get the the spirit box that runs backwards instead of forwards. It's using sounds that are backwards or words that are backwards. So if you hear something intelligible, it legit has to be a spirit because the app is running backwards. It's not running forwards. And you're getting forward responses. Like cat will sound like tack because it's going backwards. But then when the spirit's talking, it says cat. So it's saying it the proper way instead of backwards. But anyways, regardless, these guys don't always catch a whole bunch of stuff either. Like part of the videos, they don't hear actually what's being said or something like that, and they have to go back and watch it and go over what they've done. So they don't catch it all to always catch everything right off the bat. But they do catch stuff sometimes. That's why I'm saying that's more of a real investigation, because you're not always going to catch everything. You're not going to hear everything, the first time around. You have to watch your video content and then insert what was said. Another thing that they do, which I don't know if any of you have seen this before. I've never heard of it, but they say it's an experimental tech called Peer. And what it does is it generates some type of image, like a painting or something, that supposedly the spirit is generating. I don't buy that for an instant. I don't think that's legit at all. I think that's just random nonsense. But they've been using it in some of their investigations.
Then I dash away from Popo. Yeah, snakes around my grass, they want my dodo. But I keep a 40, they don't know, no.
Okay, as I've said many times before, you do not need to investigate at night. You do not need IR cameras. Investigate in the dark in buildings. It's literally, you can catch plenty of stuff during the day, and you can catch plenty of stuff with the lights on. Plenty of paranormal activity. You ain't gotta. They do it for ambience to make it the atmosphere more, scary. So almost all the YouTubers do this. Anyways, let's check out one of their latest. They go, as I was saying before, like I've been trying to get the twins to go to this place. It is legit rated the America's most haunted hotel. As you can see down here, it says in there, it literally is. Almost all the paranormal community agree it is the most haunted hotel in America. We're going to check out a little bit of their stuff. I'm not, you can tell it's really long. I'm not going to play the entire thing. I'm just going to give you a little bit of what they're like. There's one other thing that I'm going to mention. They come down here and a lot of channels have been doing this lately, where they split a lot of their stuff up. The problem is these guys, they'll call them chapters instead of telling you what, they could sit there and say, okay, this part is the abandonment part where we go away for an hour. This part we caught this type of voice in it, they don't do that. They just say chapter this, chapter that. So you still don't know what's going on. It's just a minor annoyance. But anyways, here we go. We're going to check it out. And I'm starting from the investigation, not, the stuff and forward where the history and talking to the owner.
3 cameras throughout the Crescent Hotel, and I tell you what, it is a lot different in this hotel.
That's right.
With all of the lights off than it is when we were walking around during the day with all the lights on. It is creepy. It's even creepier knowing that there are no other guests in the hotel but us.
Now you can see all the REM pods and stuff.
Hunter, his wife Savannah. We're here with Becky Galentine.
Every now and then they'll have guest people on there. Sometimes they won't.
Tour guides and staff are the only ones.
Other YouTubers, paranormal
so this
YouTubers.
Is a very cool opportunity, but we have a camera set up in the pain ward, which is where Norman Baker.
Now you can see
his patients.
You see this all the time throughout their videos. They've got
take them to that area,
like REM pods and all kinds of other devices.
A lot of paranormal activity seen and
throughout the place.
We have another camera set up in Norman Baker's penthouse. It's an area that is also known to have some paranormal activity, but that is where Norman Baker would have come up with the majority of his plans. That's where his scheming would have happened, and who knows what energy
he's talking about
in that penthouse from the years of him living there when he was doing this atrocious and awful thing.
One of the men
a fake hospital out of this hotel.
It's a part of the
and we
history.
have a camera on the 2nd floor pointing down the hallway,
which could be a spirit at the place.
Of those doors of the hotel rooms. But also, this is again where people have
some doctor who did like horrific experiments.
Hallway, and even seen the spirit of a child walking around. So who knows what we'll capture? Who knows what we will get when this hotel is empty and the cameras are rolling? So, are you ready for abandonment, Dave? You ready to leave? And
See, starting off,
yes,
they're doing abandonment.
Let's see what these cameras pick up. Oh, we're gone. Let's do it.
This, like I said, they're the only ones who do this, so it's actually kind of a cool idea. Well, I guess he didn't do it this time. Normally Dave was like screams that they're leaving. He didn't do it this time. Good. Temperature and air pressure changed. They got a temp gauge. That doesn't necessarily mean it's paranormal. Apparently they caught some movement too. What sounds like movement. Temperature fluctuations don't always mean it's paranormal. Oh, the door moved, huh? Well, you can't see it, you can hear it. Sometimes temp drops or something like that. Maybe signs of paranormal activity. Sometimes not. Oh, here they come back. Now the chubby one, that's Dave.
All right, so we are
Chubby
getting ready
one with
to
the
go into an
glasses,
area
that's
called
Dave.
the Pain Ward, and Sarah called it the Pain Asylum. This would have been a set of rooms on the far end of the 3rd floor where apparently Norman Baker would take some of the patients who he knew.
Again, he's talking about
a lot of paranormal activity in here that they believe
this
actually
doctor
is related to some of those patients
who promised them a bunch of cures back when the hot springs, you know, they told him the hot springs were
an Estes session. Kalani, Savannah, told us that
healing
there was
waters,
a lot of success.
but he was actually doing like these experiments, really cruel experiments on people.
I'm ready. Let's give it a whirl.
He was lying to him.
So I'm going to be sitting here in this bathtub listening to the spirit box, and that is what is reported from Savannah. Is it leaking? Oh, it is leaking a little bit. Okay, so
I've been to the Crescent Motel or Hotel a few times. It's only like about an hour or so from me, a little over an hour. It's not that far.
And I have motion sensors out in the hallway leading up to this area. So if anything moves out there in the hallway, we're going to know about it via
It's an awesome building too, historically speaking.
Ding, chime,
I love old architecture.
It'll probably scare us.
yeah, more than likely.
Like from the 1800s and,
we'll see
and further back.
Open.
People have kind of lost.
Do you want us to open the door?
In this day and age, they've lost how to build really cool structures. It's too modern, too plain, boring.
So unfortunately, we did not remember to pack our blindfold either. So we'll be going sans blindfold. All right, I'm getting ready to start sleeping here.
Yeah, usually they use a blindfold for the Estes method. Apparently they're not going to do that this time.
They told him no.
It looked like, yeah, you turn on the ghost tube. I don't like that app at all.
And sweeping.
All right, friends.
It just spits out random crap.
Who we are. My name is Dave, and my friend.
The only problem I have with the ghost box, because I have the same problem.
Sound like a man said go.
It's really hard
from Pittsburgh here to speak
to tell what's being, if anything's being said.
Hoping that
there is just too damn loud with the white noise.
Voice.
Now see, Ryan will spit out what he hears. Dave normally does not when he's on. He's got the headphones on. And see what I'm saying? He usually doesn't go very far. He stays pretty close to Ryan. Ryan will go like 2 or 3 rooms over.
If I am speaking to any of the spirits here at the Crescent.
It sounded like someone said, take the pill or take the something.
I'm going to ask kind of a...
I don't like the fact that he's that close to him.
Of Mr. Baker?
Because he could possibly hear him. Even through them headphones.
Face it or face him?
Were you a patient of Norman Baker's? Did you have cancer?
That was a very creepy,
shit, I'm dead.
Voice.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit, you're dead.
So guttural.
That's
Norman,
funny.
is that you?
I like that.
Did you have
that
cancer?
spirit's response. Yep, shit, I'm dead.
Norman, you may have tricked and conned a lot of people in your life. But you're not going to be able to do that anymore. You understand that?
I think I may have just heard a man say Norman, but I could be wrong.
What is it about Norman? Norman, why were you
See, I don't,
the way that you were?
like I said, I don't hate
Why
Dave.
did you
He
trick
just,
all of these innocent
he comes
people?
off weird. There's just something
thought they
about
were
him that's
getting a cure
really off.
To a
I don't
terrible,
like it.
terrible disease.
He's not a really good investigator.
You built them up.
He's okay, but he's
Norman.
not like the best at it.
You made them feel hope that they were going to be okay.
In my room.
You knew the whole time, Norman, that they were going to die anyway, but you took their money because you're a con artist.
I feel a very
You know
static,
he's-
cold energy. Like I feel like there's something.
He was
in
going
this
to say
tub
you're a
with me.
piece of shit.
Norman,
You know he was going to
you
say it,
getting
but
a
he
little
caught his
freaky and taking
tongue.
a bath with
I don't know
Ryan?
why, because Norman was a piece of shit.
They're here.
He's a prick.
We are here.
Oh. I couldn't make it out.
Who is it that's here?
See,
Norman, I want to talk
they're
to you.
here. It just don't make no sense.
This happened.
You knew that these people were going to die. And you still took their money. And you didn't care.
Why is it getting so cold over here? It's getting very cold.
Who's over there with Ryan? Who is that?
Is this yours? I said no.
See,
It just
what-
said my name, Ryan.
is this yours? I said
Norman
no.
Baker. You are an absolute piece of garbage.
It made no sense. Unless it was
For what
like
you
two
did to these
spirits
people.
talking to
Choked.
each other.
Choked.
Choked.
Norman, if you have something to say to me for me calling
See
you
what I'm
out,
saying? It just
you
randomly
speak through
spits
Ryan.
out
He has a
crap.
radio that you can
I
use
don't
to
like
speak.
that.
So if you don't like what I'm saying, let me know through him.
Home.
Home.
See? Has no reference to
Not.
what he's talking about. Not. What the?
What provoked you, Norman?
See, he just randomly spits out junk.
Something about a bribe?
That would make sense. Yeah, you did bribe these people.
Yeah.
Told them they would get better.
See, the spirit box is more
Abused.
accurate.
Yes, abused. You abused them.
It's just harder to use
And I'm so sorry
because it's hard to understand
that happened to you folks. If you're here,
the spirit through all that.
you can also
Freaking
give
loud
me
white
your
noise.
responses through Ryan.
That's why you need a device called the honeydew,
Get him.
because the honeydew blocks out
You
all
wanna try
that
and
white
get me?
noise
You
from
can.
your
Hammer.
spirit box.
Yes.
You want to get me with a
It
hammer,
quietens it
Norman?
down to where
Try
all
and
you're
hit me with a
hearing is
hammer?
pretty much what the spirits are saying. You don't hear that white noise.
Move me back.
You were a crook. And that's all the time that I'm going to give you in here, Norman. You don't deserve anything. I'm only speaking to the people who fell to the mercy of Norman.
Man's voice, a lot louder, but couldn't quite make it out. Very fast.
So I'm sorry to all of you. And if I seem a little worked up, I'm not angry at any of you. It's Norman that I'm angry at.
Norman.
So please come through the radio there.
No.
You
He's
don't
been
have
watching
to.
some Psycho.
I'm just asking nicely if you'd like to come through the
Norman.
radio and tell your story.
Norman and his
How
mama.
old were you? Can you tell me that? Very sad vibe in here right now. It's disgusting what happened here. Absolutely atrocious.
I don't know. I like the 8 videos I've seen. This is probably
If you passed away,
the
in this
longest
Smile.
Estes method I've seen them do.
Thank you. I will smile.
Closer.
Usually they cut it
I
pretty
know I said I
short.
was sad, so I will smile.
They've been
And
going
yes,
on
if you
for a
want to
while.
come
and this
closer, if
one-
that's you actually saying that to me, you can. If you want to stand right here, you can stand right beside me if you want. And we can talk. Would you like that? Someone to talk to?
The voices have become very infrequent, and that feeling that I had of someone being beside me is not there anymore.
It's quite strange because I told Norman I wasn't going to have anything to do with him anymore. Since then, the voices have slowed down. The feeling has gone away, like Ryan said.
Yeah, 'cause that's it.
Will you come sit beside me here on the couch? Can you do
Well,
that?
no.
I would love
Motherfucker,
if
you
you
told
could
me to
come and
leave
sit.
you alone.
On the couch with me here so we can talk.
I mean, come on. You
Greetings.
literally told him to fuck off.
I'm happy here. Whoa, what happened?
Are you
The
here?
whole tub just shook.
I hit my head.
What?
I hit my head.
Oh, you hit your head?
Yeah,
Are
sorry.
you alright?
Yeah, that was a very cool response.
Okay. You scared me because the whole tub vibrated.
Sorry. Well, greetings to you too. I hope you understand that I'm not here to hurt you.
Yes.
It is cold in here, you guys. Guys, that didn't go off the whole time.
Anyways,
Until I asked
I think
somebody
we'll end
else.
it right there.
Thank you for coming and sitting beside me.
Like I said, it's a long. I look at that. It just goes on and on. But anyways, that's Paranormal Quest. They do a lot of other stuff as well throughout even this episode. You know, they sometimes go into rooms alone, sections of the building. They will do like solo stuff. One will go on one end of the building, the other one on the other. Check them out. They're actually decent investigators. About the only ones I've seen on YouTube, really, to be honest. Except for a couple, you know, like Midwest Ghost Hunters, okay. And, you know, I like Twin Paranormal, but they're doing a bunch of shit that I'm starting to question. Like they're doing it for clicks and crap, and that's really annoying and irritating. I'm really disappointed about Franco TV, too. Anyways, check them out if you want. I give them 2 thumbs up. They're a decent channel. Paranormal Quest. Till next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.